Check this out.
Podcasting to the universe from the top of Mount Wack, live with no pants. It's Zach Dawack in the morning. Let's whack and chill.
He's the man. It's awesome, funny, random, doesn't make any sense, but it's good.
Greetings, red-blooded, verified Earth people, and those with no check mark. It's me, the always dapper podcast babbler, your daddy-o cog block from the radio, and the monkey on the mic here running that semi-professionally trained tongue of mine. I am Zachary Ernesto Wackalina III, otherwise known as Zach the Whack. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to those of you from Hollis, New Hampshire, to Rigby, Idaho, Lake Sarasota, Florida, to South Laurel, Maryland, and all around the world. This is the often secluded, never diluted, always wacky, never tacky, hot rock and flame-throwing Dawack in the morning show, live from the low-rent, sleazy, and measly Raymond Jamin Nut Studios at the Dawack Shack Broadcast Megaplex. On the outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia, here in FEMA Region Number 4. Live at a Studio A today. Last time I checked, today is Friday, November 7th, 2025. This is show number 162.
Get your butt out of bed. Zach Dawack in the morning, here to start your day.
We got this day in history, this day in music, fun facts, the horrible scope, stupid news, and the celebrity birthday list. And speaking of, singer Lorde is 29 today. Zach Myers, a guitarist for Shinedown, is 42. Also turning 42, Adam Devine from Modern Family. Christopher Daniel Barnes from Malcolm and Eddie is 53. Michelle Clooney from Queer as Folk is 56. David Guetta is 58, also 58. Julie Pinson, she's from As the World Turns and Days of Our Lives. Kiss guitarist Tommy Thayer, 65. Christopher Knight from the Brady Bunch is 68. Singer Joni Mitchell is 82. Singer Johnny Rivers is 83. And from Gilmore Girls and King of Queens, Dakin Matthews is 85 years young today.
Happy birthday!
And remembering former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, who passed away on this day in 1962. Actor Steve McQueen passed in 1980. Boxer Joe Frazier, 2011. Folk singer Leonard Cohen passed in 2016. Former Attorney General Janet Reno passed in 2016. MLBer Roy Halladay passed in 2017. And in 2020, Bones Hillman, best known as the bass guitarist from the Australian alternative rock band Midnight Oil, passed away from cancer at age 62. Starship Troopers released on this day in 1997. Elf released in 2003. And The Theory of Everything came out in 2014. Here's this day in music. In 1951, Frank Sinatra married his second wife, actress Ava Gardner. The couple split up in 1953 and divorced in 1957. Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love came out in 1969. Also in 1969, the Rolling Stones kicked off their 6th North American tour at Fort Collins State University in Colorado. Also on the bill was Ike and Tina Turner, Chuck Berry, and B.B. King. In 1975, a new world record was set for continuous guitar string plucking by Steve Anderson, who played for 114 hours and 17 minutes. Also in 1975, Elton John started a 3-week run at number 1 on the U.S. albums charts with Rock of the Westies, the singer's 10th studio album and 7th U.S. number 1. It contained the U.S. number 1 and number 14 U.K. single, Island Girl, which was released prior to the album. In 1981, Hall & Oates started a 2-week run at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with Private Eye, the duo's 3rd number 1 hit here in the States. In 1987, Bruce Springsteen went to number 1 on the U.S. albums charts with Tunnel of Love. Also in 1987, Tiffany became the youngest act to score a U.S. number 1 since Michael Jackson's Ben in 1972 with I Think We're Alone Now. The song, written by Richie Cordell, initially a 1967 hit for Tommy James and the Shondells. In 1991, rhythm guitarist Izzy Stradlin quit Guns N' Roses and was replaced by Gilby Clarke. Stratton cited a combination of Axl Rose's personal behavior and the difficulties of being around Slash, Matt, and Duff due to his newfound sobriety. In 2002, 12 Guns N' Roses fans were arrested during a riot after a gig in Vancouver was canceled. Promoters pulled the gig after Axl Rose's flight from Los Angeles was delayed. In 2012, a woman died and 19 were injured after scaffolding collapsed outside a Linkin Park concert in Cape Town, South Africa. The temporary scaffolding outside Greenpoint Stadium came down in high winds just before the concert. The concert went ahead with the band only learning of the death afterwards. In 2014, two wealthy fans paid $300,000 to eat lasagna with Bruce Springsteen at his house. Springsteen started off the annual Stand Up for Heroes event by playing an acoustic set, then offering the instrument to the highest bidder. When bidding reached $60,000, he threw in a guitar lesson, which someone offered $250,000 for. At this point, he offered up a lasagna dinner at his house, a ride around the block in a sidecar of his motorbike, and the shirt off his back. All the money went to the Bob Woodruff Foundation, which helps injured servicemen and their families when they return home. And in 2014, Australian drummer of AC/DC, Phil Rudd, had a charge of attempting to arrange a murder dropped in New Zealand, but he still faced charges of drug possession and making threats to kill. The U-turn by authorities, announced less than 24 hours after Mr. Rudd appeared in court, was because of a lack of evidence, said his lawyer.
It happened on this day as if you cared.
In 1874, the Republican Party was symbolized as an elephant for the first time in a cartoon by Thomas Nast in Harper's Weekly magazine. In 1944, President Franklin D. Roosevelt won an unprecedented fourth term in office, defeating Thomas E. Dewey. In 1991, basketball star Magic Johnson announced that he had tested positive for the AIDS virus and was retiring. In 1994, WXYC, the University of North Carolina student radio station at Chapel Hill, provided the world's first internet radio broadcast. In 2000, Republican George W. Bush was elected president over incumbent Democratic Vice President Al Gore, though Gore won the popular vote by a narrow margin. The winner was unknown for more than a month because of a dispute over the results in Florida. In 2005, residents of a retirement home in Sweden had to deal with drunk, rowdy animals when a pair of intoxicated moose invaded the premises. The moose had become drunk by eating fermented apples they found outside the home. In 2012, voters in Maine, Maryland, and Washington approved measures for same-sex marriage. In 2019, Queen Elizabeth II confirmed she was no longer buying clothes made with real fur. In 2020, former Vice President Joe Biden was declared the winner of the U.S. presidential race 4 days after the election. Also in 2020, Rudy Giuliani held his infamous Trump campaign press conference at Four Seasons Total Landscaping in Philadelphia to contest the U.S. election results. And in 2023, after 118 days of the Actors Guild being out on strike, SAG-AFTRA and the studios announced a tentative deal and a new contract. Special events for today: it is Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day. It's Cancer Awareness Day. It's Canine Lymphoma Awareness Day. It's Fountain Pen Day. Hug-A-Bear Day. International Merlot Day. Jersey Friday. Little League Girls Day. Love Your Lawyer Day, Medical Science Liaison Awareness and Appreciation Day, and it is Notary Public Day. Today's number for the day is 275. That's the number of eggs that the average hen lays in a year. Here's your information update. We went to the polls Tuesday. As you can see, I'm still wearing my I voted sticker today. Not because I'm trying to brag, but because I ran out of laundry detergent and couldn't do a wash for the last few days. Researchers say that one day we won't have to say Alexa before asking her a question. I don't have to do that now. I just ask my wife to ask Alexa for me. Research shows that the lack of fresh air in an office lowers brain function. which explains the whole Cracker Barrel logo scandal. A survey found that we're more afraid of living in a nursing home than dying. Let's see, 12 hours a day of shuffleboard and karaoke or eternity in heaven. According to a study, no known hangover cure actually works. But having your boss find pictures of your drunken escapes on TikTok comes in awfully close. A study found that prolonged use of pacifiers may stunt a boy's maturity. Not to mention the ribbing he's going to get in gym class. In a survey, 25% of restaurant chefs that if ingredients fell on the floor, they would still cook with them. That's what some restaurants call a secret ingredient. Let's see, no winnings again in the Mega Millions jackpot. It's well over, 800 million now. I got to start buying them tickets. In Idaho, man, David Rush, known for holding over 300 Guinness World Record titles, has achieved a new record by catching an ice cream scoop from 55 feet 5 inches away. The distance was measured from the front of Rush's toss partner's foot to the front of Rush's when the ice cream landed in the cone and stayed there. Smartphone users spend a third of their day using their mobiles. A survey from Nottingham Trent University found that participants within the 18 to 33 age bracket check their phone about once every 10 minutes, up to 85 times a day. The study also found mobile use was typically confined to short bursts, with more than half of the sessions lasting less than 30 seconds. A survey of Facebook users finds that we're unhappy when a post doesn't get any likes or comments. In fact, 72% of us say no reaction to a post can affect our mood, while just one like or comment can make things right again. Adults will ask for help and advice more than 6,000 times in their life. Researchers figure that over the course of a standard week, someone asks for help or advice twice, a total of 104 times a year, or 6,000 times in a lifetime. We go to moms for health advice and dads for financial advice. We turn to friends first for relationship advice. For cooking tips, we turn to mom. For car repair and purchase advice, we turn to dad. Moms provide the most parenting advice while we get more fashion advice from friends. Does that sound right to you? Somewhat, I guess. On Monday, Google released the 2025 edition of the Holiday 100. It's an annual gift guide based on this year's biggest Google search trends. The list includes new tech releases like the Nintendo Switch 2, the Ninja Creamy Swirl, and the Google Pixel Watch 4, as well as apparel, home, beauty, and toy picks. Google chooses items for its Holiday 100 list by analyzing U.S. Google Trends data from May through September. The tech giant says that more than 1 billion shopping-related searches are conducted every day on Google, providing it with a vast data pool to draw from. Google broke the Holiday 100 in 7 categories. Gifts for the little ones, gifts for the homebody, gifts for the one with style, gifts for the one who travels, gifts for the beauty maven, and gifts for the fitness fan. A recent research challenges the long-held belief that breakfast is essential for cognitive function. A meta-analysis of 63 studies found no significant cognitive difference between those who skipped breakfast and those who ate. The study revealed that the brain can adapt to fasting by switching from glucose, its primary fuel source, to ketones derived from stored fat. A couple has achieved their first pregnancy after 19 years of trying, thanks to an AI-guided system that detected sperm previously invisible to human examination. The case marks the first clinical pregnancy aided by AI-guided sperm recovery. This 39-year-old man had been diagnosed with non-obstructed azoospermia, which means sperm are absent or very rare in his junk. His 37-year-old partner had undergone 19 egg retrievals over 11 years at 4 different fertility centers. Despite multiple invasive procedures and extensive manual searches, they had only produced 1 embryo suitable for transfer, which ultimately failed. Doctors didn't find any sperm in the man's sample during a regular check, which usually means having children would be very difficult or impossible. But researchers used the STAR system, Sperm Tracking and Recovery, a special technology that uses artificial intelligence and high-powered cameras to look through millions of pictures from the sample. After taking about 2.5 million images in 2 hours, the computer system found 7 sperm cells. Of those, 2 were able to move around and were used in a process where doctors inject a single sperm directly into the egg to try and make a baby. This resulted into embryos, giving hope to families who might not have had any option before. That's nice. Hooters' original founders have retaken control of the restaurant chain. After Hooters of America filed for bankruptcy earlier this year, Hooters Incorporated finalized the acquisition and now owns 140 locations in the U.S. and another 60 internationally. The chain's original founders, who opened the first Hooters in Florida in 1983, said the company is relaunching a re-Hooterization. This includes returning to the original waitstaff look by updating server uniforms and simplifying the menu. Waymo announced its largest expansion of its driverless robotaxi service. Starting in 2026, it will include Las Vegas, San Diego, and Detroit. Waymo is currently in Phoenix, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Austin via Uber, and Atlanta via Uber. I have yet to be one, and I'm pretty excited about the experience. Coca-Cola has doubled down on AI-generated holiday ads despite widespread criticism of last year's results. This year, the beverage company is replacing human actors with animated animals. Ad critics say there's no consistent style in the new Coke ad, switching between attempted realism and a bug-eyed Toonie look. And the polar bears, panda, and sloth move unnaturally, like flat images that have been sloppily animated rather than rigged 3D models in CG. The only notable improvement to my eyes is that the wheels on the iconic Coke trucks were actually consistently turning this year rather than gliding statically over snow-covered roads. The new AI Coca-Cola ad involved around 100 creatives and specialists to refine over 70,000 AI video clips.
Wake up to the refreshing difference. Brisk and bracing, fresher tasting.
This is Sean Connery from above. I'm shitting on my toilet, sipping my morning coffee, listening to Dawack on his f***ing podcast.
We gotta wrap this program to bring you something really, really, really stupid.
Well, it's that time. I've searched far and wide. I've searched the internets, the outernets, the underwebs, and the interwebs. This, my friends, is stupid news. Doctors in Iraq operated on a man to remove utensils he had been swallowing for a number of years. They removed a number of metal and plastic spoons and forks from the stomach of a 30-year-old man whom they described as suffering a psychological problem. He broke larger objects in half to get them down.
What the fuck?
A woman was at work in a convenience store in Poland when someone went behind the counter and stole her wallet. They got her ATM card, but she was smart enough to not have the PIN number written down anywhere. So the thieves simply called the store, asked for her by name, and asked what her PIN was. And she told them. What the hell? In South Africa, the owner of a local minibus taxi company was charged after admitted to illegally plastering a rival's face onto a wanted poster billboard on a main road. The billboard falsely accused the rival of cattle rustling and general poor moral character. The victim discovered the sign after receiving concerned calls from family members in his home village. A family-run tavern owner was charged by agricultural inspectors for diluting his prized extra virgin olive oil with a cheaper imported vegetable oil. To enhance the flavor and hide the dilution, he had secretly mixed in large quantities of wild oregano and lemon zest. The fraudulent activity was discovered after a competitor noticed the oil's unusual potent herbal aroma. The tavern was hit with a steep fine. An emu named Frank was captured by the Cottonwood Police Department in Arizona after 2 days of roaming free. The department received multiple 911 calls about the emu running through traffic. Frank proved to be quite a challenge to catch, as emus can run up to 30 miles an hour. Eventually, officers utilized a unique fact: emus cannot walk backwards. This knowledge helped them corner Frank near a fence and safely capture him. And that, my friends, is stupid news.
Here's your highly scientific and completely infallible and often inscrutable guaranteed horoscope for today.
Here are your world-famous Dawack in the Morning horoscopes for Friday, November 7th, 2025. And the stars are acting like they had gas station sushi. Let's see what cosmic nonsense they've prepared. If today is your birthday, you are a Scorpio. People fear your power today, mostly because your resting face says, I know where the bodies are. Maybe smile, or don't. Your choice. Very mysterious.
You are a pig, Al.
Sagittarius, adventure calls. You ignore it because your couch is clingy and the blanket is persuasive. Netflix is your spirit guide.
Turn that down!
Capricorn, you say you're having a relaxing Friday night, but actually you're writing an extremely detailed to-do list for Monday. Therapy? Furniture shopping? Something's got to give.
This morning I woke up and I had a little tingle.
Aquarius, you deliver a genius idea today. The world is not ready, or maybe you just mumbled it while reheating pizza. Who's to say? Visionary vibes either way.
This feels good.
Pisces, you feel creative. You start a masterpiece. Then you take a nap halfway through and forget it exists. You'll remember it in 2028. Probably.
Sounds like a party, baby!
Aries, you wake up ready to conquer the world. By noon, you'll realize you forgot your laptop at home. Again. The universe says maybe buy a leash for your brain. Taurus, you're craving comfort food. Your bank account says ramen. Your soul says lobster. Your reality, $5 delivery fee? Today is a food-based tragedy.
Shut up.
Gemini, your multitasking skills shine today as you simultaneously work, snack, and spiral into a Wikipedia black hole about otters. Productivity questionable, vibes immaculate.
Oh yeah, I'm getting in them biscuits.
Cancer Moonchild, someone tests your patience. You respond by silently holding a grudge and baking emotional support brownies. Classic you.
Now she's really in trouble!
Leo, the spotlight finds you, probably because you've tripped in public. But it's okay, you stick the landing like a dramatic gymnast with emotional flair. Gold medal in style.
Now cut that out, boy, or I'll spank you where the feathers are thinnest.
Virgo, you try to organize your day. The universe laughs and throws chaos confetti. Try mediating or alphabetizing your regrets.
No can do.
And finally, Libra. You will spend 47 minutes choosing a movie and then fall asleep 6 minutes into it. It's a ritual at this point.
Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
And those are your official Dawack in the Morning Horrible Scopes. Remember?
Don't leave home without 'em.
You've been listening to the Always First, Never Last podcast with me, your host, the incredible, edible Mr. Zach Wackalina. You can connect with me at ZachDawack.com. That's ZachDawack. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever it is, Instagram, MySpace, The Comic Strip, The Yellow Pages, Telepathy, Western Union, or call or text 984-DAWACK1. That's 984-329-2251. Like the show, follow me or subscribe, and please share this show with your friends. Available to hear on my host, Podbean. That's Podbean. You can find me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, Alexa, Podchaser, Boomplay, iHeartRadio, Amazon, and all other podcasting apps, or at ZachDawack.com if that's easier for you. Thank you to all the awesome wackos, weirdos, reverts, preverts, dingbats, and jelloheads anonymous for any and all listens you can give. It means a lot. I'm out of here like Vladimir. Until next time, there will be a next time. Don't forget me. I won't forget you. I am Zach Dawack, saying if I'm lying, I'm dying. Grits ain't groceries, eggs ain't poultry. And Mona Lisa was a man. I'll be back Monday for another show. We'll talk to you then. Same whack time, same whack channel. Whack out.
Bye, buckaroos.
Do not attempt to end this show. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. We know where you live.
I don't know you, mister. I don't know you a goddamn thing. You're no mystery when you're walking in with those diamond rings. Here, lest you walk through walls. I don't know what you want or what you came to see. I tell you right now, I don't care for the way you stare at me. Tell me, mister, can you walk through walls? 'Cause you know my name. mister? Can you walk through walls? You will know my name and all that's come before. You will know my name, my penchant for keeping score. You know my number 4 and 20 more. You know my name, know my name. Man's been playing, you've been singing far too long. The only thing that shuts your trap is the hammer from my scattergun. Hey there, mister, you're about to walk through walls. Then you go and get the nerve to really act surprised. I'm so locked in on you, I don't notice your partner by my side. Next thing I know, I can walk through
World, global, universal, and cosmological rights reserved. Mineral rights too.
Copyright 2025. We have reached the end of this program. Please return your host to the full upright position.